10 dangerous roads you never want to drive on. Warning: this video shows some of the most dangerous roads in the world. Videos are provided for each road, many of which show travel over some of the roughest terrain on the planet. So, if you don't get frightened easily, fasten your seatbelt and take a virtual ride. And if you've actually traveled on any of these awesome avenues, please let us know. Before we begin the countdown, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not done that already. Number 10. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. Length: 16.5 miles, 26.5 kilometers. When Skipper's Canyon became a popular gold mining area, the need for safer access to it increased. Yes, while the road is still dangerous today, claiming hundreds of lives every year, it is far safer than the miners' original track. It took 7 years to carve this gorgeous and frightening road out of the cliff face. It was completed in 1890, and many sections of the road remain the same today as they were then. Today, the road is frequented mostly by tour buses and adventure companies. Pity their drivers, you wouldn't want to be that guy. Number 9. Taroko Gorge Road, Taiwan. Length: 11.8 miles, 19 kilometers. Similar to the Guliang Tunnel Road, Taroko Gorge Road is carved out of and through the mountains. Due to the spectacular beauty of its surroundings, the road is well frequented in spite of its fearsome reputation. This means a slew of tour buses, cars, scooters, bicyclists, and pedestrians are all vying for space on the same narrow road. A frightening prospect considering the number of blind turns and extremely narrow bends in the road. The road is also very hard to keep in good condition, as heavy rainfall and typhoons often cause landslides and rock slides that leave sections of the road impassable. While many who have visited say that it is well worth the danger, this is not a road for the faint of heart. Number 8. Karakoram Highway, Pakistan to China. Length: 810 miles, 1,300 kilometers. Built as high as 15,000 feet above sea level and under very rough conditions, Karakoram Highway is sometimes considered the 8th wonder of the world. Construction on the road began in 1966 and was completed in 1979, although it wasn't open to the public until 1986. This dangerous road covers more than 1,300 kilometers and, at least in some places, follows the old Silk Road. Cutting through the most mountainous region in the world, the Karakoram Highway is beset with hazards: rockfalls, landslides, avalanches, flooding, snowdrifts, reckless drivers, herds of animals, precipitous cliffs, and terrible storms. Interestingly, the road meanders through the Hunza Valley, the scene of James Hilton's Lost Horizon, a novel about the mythical Shangri-La, a harmonious place where people live for centuries. Number 7. 99 Bin Road to Heaven, China. Length: 6.8 miles, 11 kilometers. It comes as no surprise that the country that brought us the Zhangjiajie Grand Canyon Glass Bridge and the rickety wooden walkways of Huashan also has its share of dangerous roads. Located in Tianmen Mountain National Park in central China, the 99 Bin Road to Heaven features, you guessed it, 99 death-defying hairpin turns constructed hundreds of feet in the air. If you went off the road in such places, you'd surely die in a fiery crash. And I'm not talking like Marvel Doctor Strange's crash here. In bad weather, with the ever-looming possibility of an earthquake, the road is incredibly treacherous. How many hapless folks must have died while constructing this highway in the sky? Number 6. Pan American Highway, Alaska to Chile. Length: 30,000 miles, 48,000 kilometers. The Pan American Highway, or PAH, is not entirely dangerous. That is, it's probably no worse than your average American highway, but in some places you risk your freedom and even your life by using the PAH as a means of travel. Certainly, a dangerous section of the PAH winds through Mexico and Central America, where drug cartel terrorists roam. And in the Panamanian section of the road, you could encounter FARC rebels, who often take captives and hold them for ransom, sometimes for years, while others never escape their makeshift jungle prisons. Anyway, the PAH is 30,000 miles long, and the only broken section of the road is the 60-mile Darien Gap, between Panama and Colombia, where the FARC are even worse. Let's hope they never complete the highway through there. Number 5. Sichuan-Tibet Highway, China. Length 1,330 miles, 2,140 kilometers. The very long highway connects Chengdu in Sichuan with Lhasa in Tibet through an area known as Kham. Continuously beset with rock sides and avalanches, the Sichuan-Tibet Highway is a treacherous, switchback-laden highway that winds among towering peaks, often causing vomit-spewing altitude sickness in travelers. Along the way, numerous Buddhist monasteries, red-robed Buddhists, and herds of yaks can be seen. The road was built between 1950 and 1954, and since then, many thousands of people have died while traveling on the Sichuan-Tibet Highway, a shocking 7,500 deaths for every 100,000 drivers. Number 4. James Dalton Highway, Alaska. Length 414 miles, 666 kilometers. Also known as the North Slope Haul Road, the James Dalton Highway is a road used by truckers, especially those who travel to and from the Prudhoe Bay oil fields on the North Slope of Alaska. In fact, the road supports the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System. The highway is 414 miles long, paved in places, but about 3/4 of it is not. There are no medical facilities along the road, and only 3 towns exist along the way. It's advised that anyone traveling the road should bring survival gear and plenty of supplies. Interestingly, the TV reality show Ice Road Truckers has many episodes dramatizing the rigors of traveling on this deadly, primitive road. Number 3. Guliang Tunnel Road, China. Length 0.75 miles, 1.2 kilometers. When the Chinese government decided it wasn't worth the trouble and expense to make a road that would be used by only 300 villagers, 13 of those villagers decided to build a 0.8-mile tunnel through the solid rock of a vertical cliff. Located in the Taihung Mountains in the province of Hunan, the villagers used explosives to blow their way through this vertiginous cliff. Lacking road-building experience, some villagers died in accidents. The tunnel is 15 feet high and 12 feet wide, barely wide enough for 2 cars. Taking 5 years to build, the road was open to traffic in 1977. Beware, this road is particularly dangerous when it rains, so you might want to check the weather before you hop into that car. Interestingly, at least 2 other cliff tunnel roads have been constructed in this area of China. Number 2. The Zoji-La Pass, India. Length 5.6 miles, 9 kilometers. Just about any road that winds through the highest mountain range in the world would probably be at least somewhat dangerous to travel. The Zoji Pass certainly qualifies in this regard, since it's a dirt road with no guardrails or traffic signs and where landslides are a continual problem. Moreover, the road zigzags among craggy peaks at over 11,000 feet at its highest elevation. Connecting the towns of Srinagar and Leh in the western Himalayan mountain range, Indian Kashmir, Zoji Pass is generally closed during the winter when 50-foot snowdrifts make it impassable. Mercifully for drivers on the road, Zoji Pass is only about 9 kilometers long. By the way, it was originally built in 1947 and first used for military purposes. Number 1. North Yungas Road, the Road of Death. Length 49.7 miles, 80 kilometers. If you don't want to travel on a road nicknamed the Road of Death, stay away from this one. Leading from La Paz to Carrizo, the Road of Death is almost 50 miles of one-lane road, featuring vertical drops of as much as 3,000 feet into the Amazon rainforest below. Astonishingly, the road has over 200 hairpin turns. Up until 1994, nearly 300 travelers died on the road every year. Numerous makeshift memorials can be seen in places where hapless folks have plunged over precipices and gone crashing down into the jungle ravines below. Fortunately, the worst part of the road has now been bypassed by a 2-lane paved road, so vehicle traffic on the road has diminished. But cyclists still challenge the Road of Death, some dying in the process. Incidentally, the South Yungas Road to Cochabamba is considered almost as dangerous. Okay, which of the roads would you not be caught driving on? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Top Ideas for more videos like this. See you in the next one.